Hey everyone, and welcome back to Serena's Toy Room. Today I have some doll mail that I will be unboxing, and then I will open one of the girls for you in this video. I'm very excited for these dolls, one of which should be Creep Production Toralei, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get Operetta, and definitely wasn't lucky enough to get the twins, but I'm thankful to have at least gotten Toralei. Even a simple Creep Production is impossible to acquire these days. So just one today, but I did get a few more dolls to make up for the lack of Creep-Productions. I have a feeling I know which dolls are in which box, so I'm gonna open up this one first. Ooh, she's in the Mattel Creations box and everything grows. Okay. Alright, first things first. Toralei, what's it giving? Yes, what? Oh, she's gorge. She's like out mugging my original one because her hair's kind of chopped. Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh wait, actually, hold on. She's kind of wonky, actually. I can't tell if she's wonky or not, girls. I feel like she is a little bit. Well, I've definitely gotten worse wonks with the Creep Productions. Oh yeah, it's... At first I was like, damn, she's giving, but like the more I look at it, the more kind of fucked she looks. Maybe it's because like one eye is covered by the hair. Maybe I'm just tripping. When it comes to the first two waves of Creep Productions, I wanted one to open and one out of box. Acquiring them all for almost retail price is going to be a journey. But when it comes to wave 3, like although of course I'm still kind of nostalgic over them, like I don't have the same memories and nostalgia behind them. Because I remember seeing the dolls from wave 1 and wave 2 in stores and stuff and like wanting them so bad. These ones of course I wanted as well, but like I don't know how to explain it to you. They're like not as sentimental to me, so like I don't feel the need to keep them in box as much. But maybe someday if they restock and they're easier to get a hold of, I'll get them in box. At least for Toralei and Operetta, I don't really feel the need to get boxed twins. But yeah, that is Miss Toralei. And then girls, we have this one. This one I ordered a couple days before the Creep Productions dropped. We're just gonna open it and then I'll talk about it. I hope they look okay, because if they're wonky, girl, I don't think I can take any more inconvenience right now, girl. I'm already on edge. A few of you might already guess what this is, but I did get these on Amazon as well, and I'm so glad they're available on Amazon, because I do not want to buy from Mattel Creations. They can choke. And I hope from this drop onwards they continue to have them on Amazon, because it's much easier and more convenient for the girls like me. You guys can already kind of see who they are. We have the Beetlejuice set with Miss Beetlejuice herself and Lydia. Oh, please be okay, because if they're wonky, girl. The set was available on Amazon. Hold on, let me check first. The girls! The girls! Oh, they look so good. And her bangs look good too. Okay, thank goodness. As I was saying, these were available on Amazon in the States, but they weren't for a while in Canada. And then when they were, I didn't have enough money, and I was kind of stressing because I was like, girl, I know they're gonna get sold out. But they weren't, thankfully. When I actually got enough money to get them, they went on sale for 14% off. So girl, I got less than retail on these two, and that is fantastic. The first time I've ever gotten a Skeletor doll like for retail price. The only other Skeletor dolls like these I have are the Bride of Frankenstein set. There's only a select few Skeletor dolls that I want. I don't really like all of them, but the few that I do want are of course the more expensive ones. But I'm so excited for these. I love Beetlejuice so much. I'm going to talk more about Beetlejuice and how I felt about the sequel when I unboxed these dolls. These I got when that Hot Mess Express of a Creep Production dropped. Went and gone in 2 seconds, and I missed out on Operetta and the twins. And I was so disappointed that to cheer myself up, I treated myself to these two girls to lighten my spirits, and I think they will do just the trick. So I'm going to try to not spoil the second one. So the first one is Core Refresh Cleo Super Stun. I can't believe it took me this long to get her. She's been in my wish list on Amazon for a hot minute. She is definitely my favorite Cleo they've done for G3 so far. She's so beautiful. And when I serenify her a little bit, I think she'll be even better. I think she's going to be the doll I'm opening today. I'm not sure if I'm going to open up Toralei just yet, but we will see. Because now that I look at her in box, I kind of like the look of her in the box. I feel like out of all the reproductions for Wave 3, she's going to be the most common, so I don't know. And then the last one, we have Alfie. Can I call you Alfie?
Well, it's a little bit perky.
I know. And you can call me Serena. So cute. This is my first Wicked doll. No Wicked.com for us girls. I have been wanting this specific alphabet for a hot minute, but they're expensive and they like never really went on sale until now. And even this sale, like it wasn't really giving a sale. It was only like $9 cheaper, but I figured like $9 is $9. Why not just jump on it now? I at least want this one and the deluxe bubble dress Glinda. And I have a plan of like hanging her on my wall somehow so she's like flying and stuff. It's going to be real sickening, girls. I am so into Wicca and I have been obsessed with it since I saw it. Ooh, we're going to get into it a little bit more when I unbox her, but yeah, super exciting. Elphaba's here and we couldn't be happier. Okay, so the doll we're going to open for this video is going to be Core Refresh Cleo. And while I open her, I thought I would talk a little bit about a certain Disney live-action film that is sparking a little bit of controversy at the moment. Snow White, which I wasn't planning on going to see, honestly. Here's the back of her box if you're curious. Yeah, I wasn't really interested in seeing that movie, but during March break, my grandma was really fiending to see a movie, and there wasn't really anything playing that interested me besides horror movies, and she doesn't really like horror. So I said, okay, if you want to wait like another week or so, Snow White is playing, like we can go see that. And she's like, okay, period. And we went to see The Little Mermaid for my birthday when that came out with my mom and my siblings, and we had a key. So I figured it'd be fun to see Snow White with her. She had a fun time. I went to see it with two of my siblings, and they had a good time too. They actually said they liked it better than The Little Mermaid. I disagree. My thoughts on the movie, it was kind of chopped. And this is no shade to Rachel Zegler. I feel like she did an alright job of what she was given. I think Rachel is a perfectly fine person, and she seems really nice. And it's a shame she's getting so much hate. The love interest, Jonathan, was interesting, even though he's like Flynn Rider from Temu. But I think the actor is really cute. Yeah, I wasn't really digging it. The hair was a chop. In the beginning of the movie, when she was a child, the evil queen like chopped off her long hair into that fuck-ass bob. So we have Gal Gadot to thank for that bob in the movie canon. Speaking of Miss Gadot, her acting is just as terrible as you've heard. Obviously, I'm no actress myself, but I mean, girl. Everything you've heard about her acting in that movie is like 10 times worse when you go see it. It's like so distracting. And I don't feel bad saying that because she's not so nice person. Here is Cleo. So yeah, I'm definitely not a live action Disney stan by any means. The Cinderella live action was really great. But what I think was so great about that movie versus a lot of the others is that it wasn't trying to be a carbon copy of the animated film. It really just felt like its own thing. It really is a shame on Rachel's part, because I feel like Disney really tried it with her and like styling her. She's a pretty girl, and fuck-ass Bob is not doing her any favors. And that dress, I feel like really washed her out. And I mean, this isn't like any new information. If you've heard anything about this movie, you know that it's been ripped to shreds over how cheap the dress looks and stuff like that. So I'm really just beating a dead horse here. And I don't think it looks cheap per se, but it just looks costumey. Like, it doesn't look like Snow White. Like, when I see Rachel wearing that in the movie, it doesn't look like Snow White. It just looks like an actress wearing a Snow White dress, if that makes any sense. Like, it's so hard to take it seriously. It's like so bright and cartoony looking. I wish they went into like a more muted tone instead of this like neon yellow and blue. So yeah, unfortunately that movie was not it, girls. The plot was really all over the place. It was like half a Snow White retelling and like half a new plot, and it was just not giving. I'm on Letterboxd and I always rate my movies after I watch them. I mostly do that to keep track of my movies because I'm very forgetful and I like to remember what I've seen and stuff. And when I watched that, I did give it a 2.5 out of 5. I feel like if I saw it alone, I might have rated it a little lower. But because I went to see it with my grandmother who had a fun time, the rating was a little bit higher for that reason. And I hate falling into the nostalgia bait trap that Hollywood has been doing in the past few years. But every now and then they get me, girls. Like for Beetlejuice for example, like I had to see that. And when it comes to like Disney Princess live action specifically, I'm much more tempted because you guys know I love the princesses. I have fond memories of watching the original Snow White at my grandmother's house growing up. I like remember for some reason, like I forget a lot about my childhood, but every now and then I remember like the tiniest little random things. Like I remember watching the cartoon one time in that scene where Snow White asked when was the last time the dwarves washed their hands, and they say, recently.
Oh, perhaps you have washed.
Perhaps we... Yes, perhaps we have.
But when?
When? When? You said when? Why, last week, Ma, why, recently. Yes, recently.
Oh, recently.
And I turned to my grandmother and I'm like, what does recently mean? I used to always do that as a kid. Like when I didn't know what a word meant, I'd always go to her because she was like the wise one in my eyes. So I'd be like, what does that word mean? I don't know why I remember that. It's so random. So yeah, she enjoyed it. So as long as she had a good time, that's all that matters to me. It definitely wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but I will not be watching it again, that's for sure. And I probably won't go see another live action Disney movie again either. I even brought my Snow White doll to the theater with me. And I like pulled her out of my purse and I was like, look who came to the movie with us. My grandma was kind of reading me down. She's like, do you know how ridiculous you look, girl? But whatever. I always like bringing a little doll to the movies with me. I think it's fun. I'm sure Cleo's very jealous that we're talking about another princess and not her. So let's get into it. Her hair's a little messed up. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Her outfit is so cute. Oh, I didn't know the little wrap on her skirt was separate. I also didn't think it would go all the way around, so that is a very pleasant surprise. Makes mixing and matching a lot more easy. I like the little snake around her leg too. I also thought that was a part of her shoe, which is not, so that's even better. She is so pretty. Is she like an online exclusive or something, guys? Because I have not seen her in stores. I've been wanting to buy her in stores because I prefer doing that over buying them online, but I have not seen her. And the return of his set. Love that. I don't know who the hell her other pet was, but his set outsold immensely. Her accessories are kind of cute too, this little scroll. I kind of like brushed past them quickly, but they're really cute. This little backpack. Her jar of hearts. Who do you think you are? She has like a little pizza in a container, a pen, I'm assuming that is, some sunglasses, and a drink, because it's not a G3 doll without a food or drink item, of course. I like the little details of the ribbons resembling mummy straps on her sleeves. Y'all, she's giving. Dare I say the best G3 Cleo so far? I love her. I can't believe it took me this long to get her. She's taking it. Alright, girls. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all are lucky you got a mail unboxing, you got a little movie review moment, a doll unboxing, you got a 3-in-1 for the girls. Tell me in the comments what you think of Cleo, and what did you think about the live action Snow White if you saw it. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!